What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about what the Chicago Bears have been doing during free agency and why I'm very, very disappointed as a fan. Without further ado, please like, please subscribe. We're on the road to we're on the road to 500 subscribers, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. So the Chicago Bears have basically not made that many moves this offseason. When it comes to free agency, especially. The Chicago Bears had over $80 million in cap space. I'll repeat that. They had $80 million in cap space because the league did increase the cap space by $30 million this season. And us Chicago Bears fans, we all thought Poles was going to cook. We all thought that Ryan Poles was going to cook like he did last season, getting in great free agents like Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, and like a lot of great free agents he got last season, right? But little did we know that Ryan Poles was going to sleep on the job and basically not do anything. Now he did make some moves. I mean, I gotta acknowledge that. He did get DeAndre Swift for 3 years, $24 million, $15.3 million guaranteed. And when I saw this trade, this deal, I was like, not the biggest fan. I don't think he hit on this one. I think the reason why DeAndre Swift had a really good season last year is because he was basically running behind the Eagles' offensive line, and he's only hit 1,000 yards one time in his career, and that was with the Philadelphia Eagles, who have the best offensive line in football. And if we know the Bears, they don't have a good offensive line, so I'm not very, very keen on this. Now, could he be a good asset to this team? Is he better than what we already have in running back? Is he an upgrade? For sure. He is definitely an upgrade. But the money and giving him $15.3 million guaranteed in 3 years, not the biggest fan, but it's not the worst. Then today, Gerald Everett for 2 years, 2 years, $12 million. Base value can go up to $14 million, includes $6.1 million fully guaranteed. For this one, I'm not mad about it. I think it's not a bad signing. He's definitely a backup to Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet's definitely the tight end one. But now this gives the Bears a good option to do two tight end sets. Be more creative in the offense. I think Shane Waldron really likes the tight end sets, so that's probably why they got another tight end. But the thing is, the Bears had so many holes, and tight end really wasn't the one. But I'm not mad about this. I think it could work. We just have to wait and see. But yeah. And then that definitely rules out the possibility of us getting Brock Bowers for sure. I was actually thinking we might get Brock Bowers if we wanted to go for a two tight end set, get a young, up and coming tight end, but we went the veteran route, and I'm not mad about it. But again, we go and sign a backup. And speaking of backups, we signed Jonathan Owens, Simone Biles' husband, to a 2-year deal. The contract details have not been displayed yet. Hopefully it's cheap. But yeah, he's a backup safety. We already got Byard. He's probably going to be our starter. And I'm going to be honest, not the biggest fan of this either, because I guess it's a good depth piece. I'm not the reason why I'm just mad is just man, we have so much money this offseason, and I see so many other teams just swinging the fences and getting great talent, and making their football team better. And I feel like the Bears are taking a step backwards and just going and settling for less and getting backups and just not maximizing the money that is given. The Bears had $100 million in cap space last year, $80 million in cap space this year. You have the number one pick in the draft. You have a young and bright future, and you don't do anything. Now, this is a solid pickup, solid depth piece, but again, I guess the only starter he really signed was DeAndre Swift and Kevin Byard. Again, Ryan Poles, man, you've been sleeping on the job. You missed out on the guy I really wanted. I think a lot of Bears fans really wanted this guy, and that guy is Danielle Hunter. He goes to the Texans for $49 million, including $48 million guaranteed. The deal has a maximum value of $51 million. Ryan Poles could have easily, and I'll say it again, Ryan Poles could have easily got this guy on in the Chicago Bears. You paired him up with Montez Sweat. Danielle Hunter and Montez Sweat could have been fantastic. And especially now that the Bears lost Justin Jones too. Yeah, the defensive line is going to need a lot of help now. And the fact that you didn't do anything in the defensive line, get anybody to sign with the Bears, is blasphemous, as Stephen A. Smith would say. Now, I'm not giving up on Ryan Poles yet. There's still some free agents left, but it's getting very, very low. Like this very small market now. Danielle Hunter was basically the Bears' last hope to get someone, and again, Ryan Poles is just sleeping on the job. I just don't understand why he's so stingy, man. I mean, makes sense, I guess, because he does come from the Kansas City Chiefs, and he did take like so long to pay Jalen Johnson his bag, and I don't know. I just don't understand. Like, are we just destined to be mid for the rest of our lives? Like, are we just gonna always accept getting less? Like, look at the Houston Texans. They made a gutsy decision last year in getting Will Anderson. Trading up to get Will Anderson and C.J. Stroud. They had C.J. Stroud in second pick, and look at where they've ended up. They won a playoff game last year. They went from being the second worst team in football to being a playoff team, and now they're legit contenders. Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson are gonna be a force to be reckoned with. And Ryan Poles, all I gotta say is you missed out. Now, please prove me wrong. Please prove every Bears fan wrong. Please gain our trust back, because I've kind of lost it right now. Because this was probably I think this is more important than last season of a free agency to hit on. And you basically haven't hit on anything. I'll give it to you. You did good with Jalen Johnson's contract. Kevin Byard was a good option. I'll even give you DeAndre Swift. I'll give you that one. But then you settled for two backups. And you got teams like the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings in your own division getting more players, making more moves than you. And they have less money than you. They're making more deals than you. They're making more signings than you. Their teams are looking better. And if I had to rank the Chicago Bears right now, and if I'm not being unbiased, they are the last team in the NFC North. Again. I don't even care if we got Caleb Williams. I don't care if Caleb Williams is a stud next year, as all people say. And I'm low on Caleb Williams. I don't care. This team is not going anywhere. The Bears have not addressed the wide receiver room. They have not addressed the defensive line. They have not addressed the linebackers. So, Ryan Poles, wake up, man. That's all I got to say. Please comment down below what you guys believe. Do you guys believe the Bears are going to make any more moves? Please subscribe. Please like. Until the next one, peace.